wouldn't be PUBG without a couple of starting points, but we are into this one, and we are seeing them dropping out, and do you know what? I'm kind of happy to seeing a relatively central line to a degree, all right? It's Absolutely. A little south, it's a little south, but you know what? It gives a lot of play here.
That this area up here was going to be a really big deal up by Yas. We got a lot of teams coming in, and what we're seeing is what we call the car massacre. A lot of teams...
Whoa, hold on. Have you just seen the Boom's just taken out?
Wow.
TSM is struggling here. They're down on 2 already. You're going to have Break being taken out completely. He's straight out here. Fist, he's crawling to his doom. This is big from Noble to start off. That's a huge statement. We know that TSM play those late games. They expected that. They even had a great circle, bear in mind. They had it all, but this is a huge problem now. TSM, well, what's left of TSM now has to split apart.
Yeah, FaZe will take their time. NIP is just, X and Borg ran into just a slaughterhouse between AAA and Liquid, and you can see that fight going on. Now, Energetic Turtle still trying to find himself some scum, but so far, no luck. They've got the circle list, they can hold their position. That said, we know Flamingos are now coming through here.
Here we go. Guns gonna spray this one down. Great control, loves one. Oh, no! It's back up! It's just about trying to make it away, but the car's gonna do the job anyway, gonna put him out of his misery. And Energetic Turtle living up to the name, finishing off that job with the mini and watching the others just about making away through the foliage, but great job getting some damage done on that transition. Yeah. And there's someone new there.
So Scoom has vacated. He took the chance from the Flamingos to get out of there.
They're going to be working their way around each other at this point as well, yeah. You're seeing FaZe receiving a lot of attention from EG. They're trying to make their way through. They're not the best gear. You can see that level 2 already looking a little redder than before. But again, looking for any cover. You're not going to be giving any. You might have to give up going for hard cover at this point. Play the soft cover, get into good terrain, get into maybe a position you can feel a little more confident in.
It's worth looking at the east side of the map, where Ronin is playing Gatekeeper. So if you go up there, you're going to see Ronin on the east, playing Gatekeeper up against the guys trying to get in.
3 of FaZe just went down. This is going to be huge. Again.
That was the vehicle.
AAA are going to be watching this one, and they're loving this. The problem is that they have to then cross past him. He's holding this. He can be a pain in the ass, and he can back away quite nicely. I guess the foliage will maybe favor him unless they bang out like a dirty Car 98 shot. So again, he does have the opportunity to back before they do. They need to get past, and you can't peek like that. Not a developer doesn't need a second chance to deliver on that one. The slow peek, no helmet, you're gonna get punished at this level. Chipsy does finally find Sigsy, who's trying to work his way around the back lines. And now let's look at this transition period. You've got 25 seconds. Teams now need to make their minds up. That southwest corner, look at that side. It's gonna be an absolute bloodbath.
Absolutely. So we saw the alliance threat nullified. LG still trying to get in against DC. Ronin needs to pack up and go and get into this circle right now.
Oh, this is not going easy. It looks like AAA thought they'd pick up a clean kill there, but no, Noble still have members alive, and that's that southwest side. Boom now trying to play the game, trying to play the angles, not give away too much, and on the other side, Shiv, full auto, surely. Gonna be on that 4-1-6. No, he gets caught! Great flank coming out from the AAA guys. They know their positioning is so good. This chemistry, this positioning is second to none, and now, oh wow, okay, that Molly's gonna be doing work, but not as much as the shotgun that comes swinging on by, and people are now moving. They've got their running shoes on, and the spray as well. Can't quite connect on the end, but now the blue comes in. The next big threat, you've got to get running here.
You got to get in the middle. The tick is insane right now. We saw 56 people alive not more than a minute and a half ago. We're down here. Method getting cut to pieces. DC in a really good position. Method super happy as they hurt EG, who's finally trying to slide in. AA finally has secured their position that they can hold for a second and catch a breath. But these poor guys up on top, they just don't have anything that they can do. No,
it looks like Luminosity as well is really starting to suffer. Anti-Pyro is unleashing, but he does manage to get found. I'm not sure why, but there you go. Leighton goes down as well. This is the madness of having any compound at this point. Leighton actually getting knocked at this point. 8C as well. Method are suffering here. This is insanity. Who's even left standing from that compound at this point?
Outside of that house from Energetic Turtle, it gets absolute bananas. And if you go around,
Corn Shuckers, here we go. This is going to be massive. They're going to be running into each other any second now. They're just steps behind. You're going to see the bullets to the back, and there it is. The instant spin around too late. Goal's gone down. The blue's coming in. The spin comes out. Good work taking them down, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. It looks like Corn Shuckers have now been just completely culled at this point. If any of them are still alive, I'd be very surprised, but no.
They're gone.
Here's the final shots coming through. That southeast play on the slow side has just caught 2 teams out.
Looks like it's 3 teams prepping as they push into this, all on opposite sides of the triangle road, looking for their chance. What cover do we have?
Right, we need to see what cover we've got here. A little bit of a deflate, but Shiv.
They're incredibly strong. Your boy Dre will find himself out in front here, and this is one of those times when Valiant can say, you know what, Dre, go crazy. That's what they're gonna do.
And it does look as though that's exactly it. Already a couple of the Tempo Storm guys getting pressured. Nate comes out. That could be huge. Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, that could be 2. Can he get the job done? The Nate's great as well. Fausto's still in this. And there it is. Incredible work coming through. Great kills. You can see what that means to these guys. They came through the qualifiers. Yeah. These guys have grinded and grafted through this one, and they've turned up and delivered against some of the very favorites. Nice and central. That's what you want to see. Keep a lot into play. Not too much water.
Absolutely.
And, just keep it building for these teams. That's very, very good to see.
Tons of loot points. Nobody has an exceptionally long distance to travel, which means they can go into fighting the way that they want to go into fighting, and that is going to be huge.
Can you just take a second to appreciate one guy in school with a center playing?
Alliance likes to try to do that, but what Ninjas did is they dropped in multiple players, scared Alliance into Razak, and now Borg gets to just walk around like the king.
No, he's a scary guy.
He's homecoming king, and he's not letting go.
Dear God, the dad jokes are out, aren't they?
It's what I live for.
It was a matter of time. If you do miss out on the car, one of these two teams will be suffering. You can see it looks like TSM heading a little further north as well, just to get maybe that car go. Oh, see. Do the roll. Come on. Hey. There we go. First one on the tournament. Thank you, guys. CSGO is all rowdy behind us. We're just like golf clapping a turned car.
Right. No, wonderful rock formation that runs the entire course. So if you need to fall back, that ridge has at least 3 defilade pockets that are impossible to push.
It does look as though we've got a bit of a scrappy battle coming in, and Penta right in the thick of things. Ultra there, is that? Oh, he's got a corner right out. Yeah, he's in real problems. It does seem as though we're seeing a couple of these teams. I think the crowd favorite, I think we can call them right now, doing some work. That's great stuff. Penta really suffering under their hands. It does seem as though there's still a couple of players for Penta alive, so they're not out of it just yet. But Froz, what's the plan? How are you going to get back in this? It looks like Cornsharkers are hungry for this one, and they're pushing for it.
Cornsharkers want it bad. The only option that Froz has is either to ghost or try to move around the outside and get a flank that lets him fight 1 by 1. CS, known for their skill in first person, known for their shooting, known for their love of ARs. These guys are the kind of guys who run 2 ARs because they want to do it.
As a collective, we'll forget, but everyone's going central. Method are going to be lighting everyone up here. This is going to be intense. NIP steps away from Cloud9. Frax here is just on the other verge of this, and the peak comes in. That is going to be an absolute bloodbath. And AA, we know these guys are out for blood. They love a good scrap. They are damn good fighters too. So
they love a good scrap, but they'll never give up the advantage in order to try to take it, right? So they're going to wait till X shows himself just like this. Monkey got the shot, forces X out of position. Now you'll see Aroxy prepare to come out the other side. They're waiting for their chance to close the deal. If they can reduce the team to 2, that means they have an advantage on the uphill push.
Yeah, needs to be a little cautious. You can see he's still worried. Oh, there you go. Shots coming back in. He's down to a 1-shot here. Only level 1 armor, so if anything hits the chest, you know that's going to hurt. Borg playing covering role, trying to help out his teammate. Spots out another, but the lean. The punch is too hard. Bull tries to back away, but the support for AA is in place. Crunch has to make a dash because you're not getting out of that one alive if you hang around. And AA win the fight for now. NIP have the option to reset, run away, take the fight, get over the hill. They're still taking fights on this one. TSM holding ground as well. They're still in a good position, but it's pick your poison here for EG. There's nowhere safe. Backs could be open, shots can come in at any point, and you're hearing them now. Absolutely. VZ went down to Noble, Noble went down to TSM, so a lot of back and forth going on multiple sides of this circle right now. We're down to 48. I expect that to drop to about 22 in the next minute. There's going to be a ton of action here. C9, look at that work that C9 is putting in over here. Miami Flamingos just outside the circle trying to find their way, and they've got to go low and slow, but it's not going to be enough. 100 rounds goes down. EG Ghoul with a really nice grenade to try to find their way into the circle, but they are also locked out by the gatekeepers that are C9. Yeah, they're in a really problematic position. They've got players in the blue still trying to just screw him over here. Dark can be such a nuisance. I don't know if he's going to be able to stay alive. The stim might just keep him for another second, but not for long. No, he does go down, but EG haven't been subtle about this. All eyes on them at the moment. They have no hard cover either. They're prone in the smallest of defilade. Luminosity on the outside. There's a nice shot from Alliance. Zigzy. 2 players back turn to you. You've got to be delivering those shots. Andy still doing damage. He does find Ninja in the end, despite that happened earlier. Zigzy gonna find one. He knows the boom's got to be close by, but where is he? Where is he hiding? How's he getting out that blue? This has got to be a culling. Surely Zigzy's tagged up though. Takes him down in the end. Stunning work from him. Beautiful double kill. Tracked them without fear. Even when Boom turned and looked, Zigzy knew he had the advantage and just capitalized on it. So really well executed. Meanwhile, Mixie gets picked off by Luminosity here. They're in the downstairs from where Liquid was trying to hold. Metal Kid just trying to look for a pixel out of place, but he's surrounded on all fronts. TSM bringing in all 4 counters. Cornsharkers, everyone's starting to go down. Energetic Turtle gets Hollywood out. Fosta dies outside the play zone, so that's that DC drop. Method finally gets inside, but they take absolute casualties trying to get in there. No res is available. There's the finish coming out from C9. He gets a nice knock, finishes Turtle off, and gets everybody else down. Hollywood is doing some serious work. I don't know where this guy is, but TSM are holding on by the skin of their teeth. We're down to the top 10 here. Look at this one. FaZe still up, TSM still up, Cloud9 sitting pretty here too. It's not easy. It's just, I guess you kind of want to go south side because it's got more cover to it in theory, but you have no information on what's down there. It's such a big gamble, and look at FaZe unleashing from behind TSM. They are in such a bad spot now. This looks like it's gone down. Oh, the circle. No, it's not even the circle doing this. It's everyone else. Cloud9 still in their fortress, holding this one down. They know that TSM are screwed. Everyone else fighting each other. We've got Break still up. We've got Smack still up, but not for long.
So they'll go ahead and heal. They'll wait for the final push to come. TSM's only got one guy left standing.
Smack.
He's outside the blue. Smack ticking down. The first day is not going to click in time.
There it is.
And C9. C9 needed this. I think coming into this tournament, it's a solid booster in terms of confidence. It's a huge, good kill count. And honestly, what a great fortress.
But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is a good drop. It's going straight across the middle. Milta power up to Georgie Pole. So it really opens up the map for just about everywhere.
Securing these kills, coming back over here, as you can see, dropping down, trying to get that little bit of extra loot, and looks like we can see that Wind and Rain is coming up right on top of Luminosity Gaming. JP2 is coming around this angle. He got seen, but he's trying to retreat back. He's going to go back inside this yellow building, but it's just nowhere for him to go. He's gotten taken out really early in this game.
Yeah, and mid reload as well. I mean, he got clipped on the side, so Wind and Rain picking themselves up some kills themselves. They've had a fairly successful time. They're mid-table at 10th place. And here we go, MK14, 8x scope, military vest as well. So decent amount of loot in there. I think that was Method that picked it up. Yeah, Energetic Turtle, the man that the observers absolutely love, I think, for the last 2 games.
Well, that's kind of the thing with it. And you can see LG looks like they're getting a little bit of vengeance back there, taking down somebody from Ninjas in Pajamas, getting a kill onto Crunch there. We can see that Ronin's doing an approach off to the side, trying to get up on top of this crate, get something out of it. They're having to bandage up, taking a couple of shots. Look at that buggy. It's already lost a couple of tires. It's smoking out right now. Trying to figure out where he's going to get back out and away from here. You can see down on the mini-map, there's a lot of bullets flying back his direction while his squad mates are trying to protect him. Method's coming back up now, knows exactly where he's at. Trying to put some shots back down onto Kraken, and he does go down. Minifridge Jr. is on the backside of this, and I think he's just going to go out and abandon this.
It's not often you see the pro teams fighting for the crates. I mean, we know for a fact because we saw them. Method already took the loot, so poor old Ronin got in there to try and get the crate. And it's already been looted, it's gone, and they've lost a man for it. It's been a real poor choice from the leader of that team at the moment. Down in 18th place in terms of kills, 14th place for 160 points. So getting the kills early on, especially for Ninja, who's not had a good first 2 rounds. Here we see Trapelli, he finishes off Molman, and well, Liquid lose a man and a vehicle there. Since they're fighting here, lacking vehicles in Yasnai, there's a chance that Tony just wasn't one in the bush there. Tony lands another, and it's just Miracle, the last man standing, I think, for Crimson.
It looks to be the case, and that's what you're going to have to see. Oh, we have somebody approaching right on top of Timso Storm. So you can see that Samty's got a nice control here. Going to manage to take this out and finish off that kill. Oh, the Pants actually got a couple of deflects on there, so Samty does get the kill in the end on the solid FPS.
So it's going to force people into chopsticks. It's going to force people into those complexes. And look at Against All Authority. They are in prime position. They're already positioned themselves like, okay, let's get the best complex. We know really there isn't anyone near us. EG are close by. Digital Chaos are looking for it, but it's going to start getting chaotic. Look at the Ridge. That's not going to be too happy, but FaZe, they're starting to pick off kills on Luminosity as well, so they're in trouble. That's FaZe, they're creeping in from Ruin's side. They're starting to work in towards just the west side of Pachinki at the moment as they creep in. Here's Alliance, they've been in a good position. Penta in chopsticks at the moment. They are going to start taking nades. It's like, while you're good, you're down in that low position. You can't really take a great deal of 2 shots, and obviously grenades coming your way are going to be like homing pigeons as they try and land down there. Penta taking a knock there. Look at this. They are really in trouble. Alliance going to try and push up. We saw how good VZ and Sigsy could be on the flank in the last match.
This is just a catastrophe right now for Penta. You can see on the minimap how many people are down. They don't know if they should be going for the reses on it. 3 people down from the squad right now. The push is coming out and coming their direction, but we're now back over here at this other yellow complex that we were talking about beforehand. Liquid's still trying to push in onto this.
Method took it.
Method did manage to force Wind and Rain out, and here we go. Alliance does step right back up, and you can see Simsy's just going to take a whole bunch of bullets, and I think that is going to be it for Penta, and they are having a rough series today.
That is not going well for them. They did get a couple of kills early on, but that is still not a high finish. Still 52 alive, which means they're way outside the top 10 at the moment. Ghost Gaming off the side there. They're all kind of have their own ground. But FaZe, obviously a team that really need the points in this game, are in trouble. And look at the next circle. It's straight in a perfect position for EG, Ghost Gaming, and Method. And Ghost need the points.
They definitely do, but speaking of teams that need some points right now, we can see TSM is making a push. Finally did secure control over this northeastern section of the circle, trying to figure out if they can get some reses back onto some of their teammates here.
Because Noble's in their back. AAA, meanwhile, they're creeping their way in towards the circle. Aim Pro once again looking to try and get himself some shots off there. Ghost Gaming take him down in the end from range. It's a fight that he wasn't hoping to get engaged on, but Ghost Gaming, they needed a big round and they're starting to get it here. Looks like EG are in trouble now. It's a case of who they get in there. And this is all because Method have been completely distracted by Alliance. Now they've taken him down. Now the kills start rolling in. You can see Ghost Gaming starting to pick up a lot of kills. They've not had the circle advantage too much in their favor, but they are starting to work it. Now AAA, who've been sitting quite pretty on the edge, don't have a great deal of cover. Look at them. They're in open fields on the left-hand side. You see Ghost in there, Defiand Legit and Profi, who've been looking for kills throughout it. Well, Defiand Legit has found them. McCoy, who's been the last man alive for them for the last 2 rounds, has gone down outside the zone. And suddenly, with 12 alive, we have 4 squads in there. It's Method, it's NIP, it's Ghost Gaming, and AAA. Shiv did take a shot, a single bullet on the vehicle, but I'm pretty sure he downed himself there, jumping out that car a little too early. X is already moving in for it. X is coming across. Shiv has just got down by Energetic Turtle. It is going to be Shadow and Monkey, the last 2 that can stand for them. Monkey, you can see with nothing left, he gets down. Shadow, the last man standing. Looks like it's going to be NIP that get picked up as well. Method should surely take this unless Shadow can go absolutely huge. 80 finds himself the shot, and it is one man, Shadow, who just lays in wait, finds himself one. Can he get the other 2 as he pushes on? The blue is on him. It's going to be hurting so much. Just 11 bullets in the gun as he finds Energetic Turtle, and Andy Pyro has to get the reload. Goes for the first aid, and it is certainly doable. Energetic Turtle is going to be in the zone first. Shadow has to move, and look at this. Andy Pyro absolutely has him down, dead to rights, and Method clocked themselves up a rack of kills. 17 kills in that round for Method. Absolutely brilliant round from them. Thank you very much. The drops already coming across, and you can see it is a straight much Primorster Stauber run across the map, which is going to just obviously open everything up. It does mean some long drops are required if FaZe want to continue to try and go that multi-power route. Are we going to see AAA switch to their second choice, which is South Georgia Bowl? I'm looking at the map right now. I can see Cornchuckers have already taken one of those high hill positions in there. There's a lot of teams positioned. That's why you guys at home that probably play this game, you're looking at the timer in the corner. You still got a minute on the blue. You can carry on looting for ages. This is the first circle. But these teams, it's all about positioning. And you'll see Drassel, who has just taken a lot of shots at the moment. He's got himself a kill. It's going to be Austin that will go down. And he got the knock onto Profi just as he headed over that hill.
Ghost Gaming is really another one of those teams that's been trying to find some type of kill, some type of position inside of here. They just keep taking some early losses coming out, and even taking a pistol to get the kill on top of it.
A pistol whip.
You can serve your AR rounds. Everybody knows that ARs are extremely strong.
It's going to force a lot of movement. Look at the western side of the map. You got Cornchuckers, you got Digital Chaos, Miami Flamingos. They all need to make the moves. You got AAA. They're already on the way as well. Everybody's starting to make this transition. This is where the 64 alive is going to get whittled down to about 30 in very quick fashion. Valiant desperately trying to dodge, duck the bullets. He's going 100 kilometers an hour, but that vehicle is taking a lot of damage, and himself, he's found the rock. He's going to hide.
Oh, he got so close to making it. You can see the safety. He was like, I did it. And then the bullets just fly out, take him down. They're holding down this. They have to retreat back up. You can see they're trying to find these different angles. Jim T is trying to look back over. He knows where they're at, but just can't quite seem to find it. There we go. A little bit of damage coming onto Ghoul.
Just trying to creep around the side there. You can see NIP, TSM, they're engaging over towards the north side. Luminosity have actually been forced into prison by AAA. My God, Digital Chaos have just come straight on top of them as well as we watch Nomi desperately trying to keep himself alive. That vehicle very close to exploding. Let's look at the mini-map, please. Can we get the map up? Because we can see there's a lot of transitions. Everybody's starting to pile into the circle now. As you can see, wind and rain coming in, Penta coming in, everything happening in towards that south side. Luminosity actually getting pinched from the top by Alliance as well as they come in. AAA, they are in trouble. Monkey goes down. They're going to get wiped out as Penta come in. Penta pick up some kills. It is absolute chaos. Digital Chaos themselves, they've got 3 members down. You can see Jockey's trying to get across, but he's in open. Zappa taking the the shots as well. 100 rounds manages to go down outside the zone. Luminosity taking shots, and suddenly the numbers are dropping. 65 at the start of this circle. The next circle comes in. It is right on top of NIP. They are the only ones right now in that circle.
And so the longer they're kind of forced to stay in these firefights to try to stay alive, that extra little bit longer means the fact that it's just going to be so rough to step out. Fuzzface does step around, and that nice vehicle explosion going off there.
That finishes off EG. They're gone down, and that opens up. Obviously, FaZe can now make that transition. They can move towards that next circle. Noble, though, themselves are in the way, so they're going to have to try and pass on by there as Chappie tries to finish us off. Gustav there. Gustav will go down. Luminosity actually starting to collect some kills. You know, they got pushed into prison. They've got that, like, little ridge line outside the prison. You can see Moreman here also looking in a decent position for Liquid as Scoom gets knocked by Ronan. Everybody having to start moving. They have that mansion position. They've got to move into the circle. NIP are looking very good right now. That they have the only complex in this circle area, and it's a very good complex.
But with 37 people alive, you still have to hold it down.
You need a lot of bullets.
You're going to need a lot of bullets to make sure that nobody comes over there. And especially the fact that there are multiple different vehicle spots. Oh, and here we go. LG actually securing a kill off on that. Nice shots coming up from Ninja. We haven't had a chance to really get in with them too often today.
FaZe have moved into a great position here. They've got themselves set up. It's fairly exposed, but they have the vehicles. Mexi's starting to take a lot of these shots. This is a big round for FaZe as they start to decimate Cloud9 in the distance.
See, the Cornshuckers made a quick move over and play in this terrain. All the firefight was happening next to them. FaZe was distracted in a different angle. Now turns around, and that's going to be a big fight that's going to have to happen between what's going on with FaZe and Cornshuckers. But just to the north of them, Cloud9 and Liquid are still caught inside this fight. 22 people now alive, but look at the spread that's coming out on this. Luminosity having such trouble making it in the circle.
Fuzzface continuing to pick off. Oroxes, by the way, outside in the zone, outside the blue. He's just trying to tank his way through this one medic. They're starting to come in. You can see Draxel and Gypsy going to move in. Crunch is going to have to keep it. They've split. You can see X off the side there. There's Draxel.
Nice
He's going to get picked off by X. That will get finished off. Nobody's still able to push the position. TSM off to the west side. Well, they have the vehicle position. Oh, some big hits from TSM there. They have to start moving in. You can see FaZe. FaZe are going into NIP. They're going to try and push the complex. It's only Mexi, and the last man. Oh, they missed it. We missed it. Yempty got took it down. It was actually Liquid that landed the kill as well. Mexi, the last man standing for FaZe. Envy from Cornchuckers is trying to run the blue as well. He's trying to med his way through that one. TSM off the side. They have to push in. It's Liquid that are starting to take the shots as they use the smoke grenades to try and cover it. Scoom's going to try and get as much as he can. Team Liquid, they're a team that needs some big finishes here. Envy goes down outside the play zone. Vitz goes down on the play zone. We're down to the last 10. It is NIP, FaZe, TSM, and Liquid still alive as they all move into this complex. This complex, by the way, just on the edge of the play zone as AIM pushes in, takes down Crunch. Scoom replies. He drops TSM down as he manages to land the shot. They've got this little vehicle set up, but still the only people now in the zone is TSM.
See, right now, Ninjas in Pajamas, X is kind of looking around, trying to find the right angle onto it. If he'd peeked just a little bit more to the right, he might have seen something coming off of that. Liquid is off in the distance and trying to make sure that nobody can push through.
Does X realize that Mexi is right behind him? Mex is just outside his house. Look at him. Look, it's tucked in the corner there.
Mex is just trying to hide right in that corner. He's just being as ninja as he can right now. He's just trying to survive. With 10 people up and active, you want to kind of listen in for all of the shots.
In game number 4, the final of the day, FaZe really need a big win here. They've already got themselves 4th place. Break gets knocked by Gypsy as LG starting to get themselves a little spoiler effectively. Liquid, they've just got knocked twice there. They're losing people. X is actually playing a real distance. You can see Mexi, he takes down Chips around the side there, so Gypsy goes down. With a double knock though for NIP, it puts Liquid in real dangerous position. The blue moves in, 6 alive. As I look towards it, the next circle comes in. It's going to be the tiniest of tiniest circles as Smack tries to get his teammate out. X just off the side there.
Now X has been kind of playing inside of all of these buildings and been moving really, really solidly. And Smack securing a nice kill onto that. Now we are down to 4.
Scoom taking damage as well, just outside, and it's X actually looking towards him. Smack picks around, he gets himself the finish. That's Liquid down. It's TSM versus Nip. It's X versus 2 members of TSM. Can he do it in a 1v2?
And I think that X gets a feeling that it's all onto him at this point. He's trying to play the different angles and he's stepping out. So with that, TSM does secure 1st place inside that round. They net themselves 10 kills, all things considered. Coming in 2nd, we've got NIP with X coming with 3 kills.